Good afternoon and welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics. From the campus of Millis High School in Millis, Massachusetts, we bring you the boys varsity soccer team as they take on the visiting Westwood Wolverines. Alongside Larry Coe, I'm Doug Coots, and we are high above the pitch here at the Welch Memorial Field. We have a nice and sunny afternoon, 66 degrees at kickoff, and we are just underway. Very little breeze to speak of, and we have some afternoon soccer. Thank you for joining us. Millis in their home regular maroon kits, maroon, maroon, and maroon, going left to right on your media device. And the Westwood Wolverines in their white, green, and white away kits. Weather really couldn't be better for this late October tilt. Andrew Marr getting a foot to that one. Oh, shot from distance from Jude Vamenta. It's gathered in by goalkeeper Jack Catalano. And we have our first COVID foul, 2020. Well, actually, it's a regular foul. This one can go airborne. Of course, COVID fouls, touching of any sort, shouldering, hands-on, penalized by an indirect free kick that must remain on the ground when kicked. Ball bounces to Ben Padelka up front. Gets by one defender. Should be able to cross it here. Can't get it past Brian Dentermont. Just dangled his foot far enough out. Ryan Mullen battling for that and taking it. Takes a bump and we do have our first COVID of the match. Such an exciting time. Junior Vieira to Connor McMahon. Will he have a go from there? Had several up front looking for a little pinball action. Shot ends up rolling wide. Wide of netminder Matthew Hiller's goal. Coots and Alex Mara providing the wall that time, knocking that back. Instead of bouncing up off the arm of Vamenta. So right on the midfield stripe, taken by Junior Vieira. Sends it forward. End up claimed by Hiller. He'll throw it out to the right side. Wilfred Chilawanga there, chased by Nicky Almeida. Coots to Mullen. McMahon does get to Almeida. He puts it on his right foot for the shot, and it is tipped wide. Pudelka was in the area looking for the rebound. So a shot and a save. So our first corner kick into Jack Borst. Tries to turn, ends up getting cleared out. Coots settling and coming forward. Vieira to Almeida. Looking for Borst, finds him. Gets so the hand check from Jack Rufo will end up being called. So COVID in a dangerous spot. Borst, Vieira, McMahon over it. This is indirect. Borst to Vieira. Tries to cross it. Shot and a save. Andrew Hatch defending there. Connor Curtin claiming it was off Hatch. Hard to see from our spot. Hatch into Alex Marr. Coots forward to McMahon. Mohawks with some space in the middle there. Almeida just can't get it to settle. Still trying to get it to settle among three defenders. McMahon joins the fray. Foot race. And Coots turning that offering from Drew Stefano aside. Our first corner kick for the Wolverines. Rufo on top of the ball. Ball comes across. Alex Marr getting a body to it. Coots blocking that shot. Samantha stepping in for a shot and a save. Callow trying to find Almeida, knocked out by Diamantopoulos. I gotta try this one. Diamantopoulos. Oh, Larry, does that sound good enough? He's giving me the shrug here. My website needs to put pronunciations on. Ball trickles into the penalty area for Hiller. About 8.5 minutes into this one. No score, Westwood, Millis. Vieira standing over this. Short run up, ball bouncing forward. Andrew Marr sending it forward. Coots battling for it. Alex Marr able to poke that one away under the duress of Stefano. Michael Giovino waiting to come into the game, and he is invited onto the pitch for Diamantopoulos. Maybe a third time will be a charm on Diamantopoulos. Yeah, we got it. Catalano escorting that one out for the goal kick. So we're about midway through, 10 in, 10 to go in this first quarter. No score. Mullen takes it down nicely and turns. Well handled by Giovini. Coots knocking it aside. Mullen in the area now. Hatch with a foot to it, and Alex Marr sending it out. Padelka manhandled there, and the ball picked up, so another COVID. Hatch to Vieira. Padelka's onside. Tries to turn. Gets by the defender, met by another. Oh, Hatch with a nice play to hold that in and come forward. Coots bringing it down. It's dispossessed, but Mullen trying to come through. And an offside position was Callahan, but he ends up not in the play. Catalano's kick is high. Of course, goalies are not allowed to kick the ball past midfield, so off of Mohawks, I guess. Hatch among several, just clearing it to the side. Another. A shot from Drew Stefano is pawed wide by Catalano. It was close enough to net, you couldn't let it go. Second corner kick for the Wolverines, so Mohawks will have to defend. Chipped over. On the doorstep was Kyle Callahan, just couldn't get good wood to it. Catalano to Almeida, will it stay in? It will not. Ball up in the air. Whistle for something there. So Mohawks will have to defend. The shot up off the upper crossbar. So goal kick, good shot there from Stefano. Mohawks will have to be aware of that. Danny Pascantonio and Ian McPoland in for your Mohawks. Pascantonio getting a foot to it right away. About 6 to go here, 14 played in this first quarter. That's sent high and deep. Hatch knocking it aside for the time being. Got a chance here. Callahan was able to turn his one-on-one shot with Catalanos, drifts just wide, so we remain scoreless. Best opportunity of the game for either team so far. Coots with a jumping touch to that ball. Hatch finishing it off. Almeida and Padelka there. Almeida coming forward. Sorry, Jack Borst coming forward. Gets around one defender. Tries to find Padelka. Ball just wouldn't sit. Sent out of touch for a Millis kick in. So good breakout from Borst that time. Mar tries to swing it forward, gets through Almeida. Padelka is able to hold it in the defensive end. Rolls out for a kick in. Unable to knock it off a Wolverine, so Mohawks ball. We seem to be walking forward. Oh, they'll give that to the Wolverines. Thought that was a good play by Mullins. Menta was in an offside position. With Poland on the ball now. Looking for Pasquantonio. Tight space there and a downhill towards the out of bounds. That's probably too close to Catalano and he will claim it. 3 to go, first quarter, no score from Millis. Chested down right at the midfield line, prevents the out of half violation. Got 2.5. It's 2.5 more. As if the officials have a hard enough job, they need the announcer yelling down, but it's the JV playing 17.5. So should have 2.5 more to go. Should be substitutions here. Junior Vieira, Austin Derone, and Connor McMahon ready to come in. Thought Westwood did substitute there, so. Sent forward, Catalano out, judges the bounce and claims that. Never know whether to put a shot and a save on that one when it comes from 70 yards away. Borst coming away with that. He'll keep it for the time being. Cuts back with some space, looking for Padelka on that left side. Tipped by the defender. Looks Derone on that side, my apologies. So Austin Derone drawing a corner kick over there, second for the Mohawks. So McMahon and Borst gathering. Let's see if the Mohawks can get it to a dangerous spot. Derone tries to come through. Nicely handled and sent out by the Wolverines. Counterattack. And running ahead of the pack with a shot and a kick save. Rebound and a score. So Kyle Callahan scores for Westwood. So in the 19th minute, Catalano saved the first. Couldn't turn away the second. So Westwood strikes first and they take a 1-0 lead. The Mohawks had a corner kick, weren't able to get it into a dangerous spot. Ball quickly came the other way. And Callahan made them pay. Took a long time for Hiller to get that. Coots tries to get it forward with the clock running down. And we've reached the end of the quarter for real this time. So from Millis, our score, Westwood 1, Millis nothing. And welcome back to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics. The second quarter is just underway. Players have switched sides. Mohawks in their home kits, now going right to left on your media device. Mohawks find themselves down 1-0 on the scoreboard here. Not sure what the violation is here. I'm not sure you could hear the coach. I think he is correct. It's only a violation if it's a goal kick or a punt. So Mohawks catching a break there, not even sure how to mark that down. It is a violation to send a goal kick or the goalie directly punt or throw the ball across midfield. But if the ball's on the ground, it's supposed to be allowed. It's hard to be a referee these days, trust me. Glad to be playing. That's the important part. Everyone has been masking up. Fans have been masking up. Players have been keeping them on and covered. Good crowd on hand, spaced appropriately on that far side. Andrew Marg is able to dispossess that one from the Wolverines. Pasquantonio. McPolin trying for Boris. Boris just couldn't get it to settle at his feet. Ryan Jurgelitz into the game, as well as Jeremy Dworica. Just underway here, third quarter. Jerome DeBoer sending it forward. Dworica may trickle too far. Was able to run past Elias. All that for an out of bounds. Coots threading the needle to McMahon, trying to find Dworica. Just can't get there. first COVID against the Mohawks this second quarter. Shot is along the ground, and Catalano was able to gather that one up. Some contact being called. There is no contact in 2020 COVID soccer. Man, Daron to Mullen. Tries to turn the corner. Is it too far? And yes, it is. Just out of bounds. Drugulitz on the ball to McMahon. Mohawks with some space and numbers here. McPolin open, gets it. Borst. Shot towards goal. Testing Hiller, and he answers. It is so difficult when you're used to heading the ball and try and get a shoulder on it. You can't put your hand on it. You have 20 referees on the field, 10 from each side. Borst looking for Dwarka, racing with Dentremont. It's up rolling out of bounds. About 6 minutes into this third quarter. 13.5 to go. 1-0 our score. Westwood leading your Mohawks. Some clouds have filled in here, so no sun, but still a very pleasant 66 degrees. Player was just bouncing off of Coots there. He was able to muscle him away and absorb the contact. Andrew Marr to Borst. Looking for Dwerka. Goalie coming out. Forced to play it with his feet outside the penalty area. So Dwerka causing some problems up front with his speed. Oh, Dwarka is bumped off the ball there, and the officials are right on that. They'll have an indirect kick. Didn't have to do that. He muscled Dwarka off the ball. You cannot shoulder anyone in 2020. Not sure why the ball has been moved back several yards. I feel like we've heard this song before. So spot here for the Mohawks. Drugulitz tipped to Borst. The shot is saved, so good shot, good save. Coots able to get a foot to that for now. Knocks it away. McPolin tips it forward. Jurgelitz to Boris Dworka. Bumped, but runs forward. He's able to knock it. It's impossible to see who it's off of from our angle. Dworka went after it, so it would seem like it was off of him and out for a goal kick. So opportunity by the wayside. Junior Vieira into the game. Man on the ball, McPolin. Jurgelitz. COVID. We got a foot race. Mullen and Coots giving chase. A hint of offside there. Callahan scoring again. So the Mohawks find themselves down 2 here. Calling that as a regular foul. Westwood just wasting the opportunity there. Ball bouncing over McMahon's foot. We have an, I'm not sure what's happening down there. It's behind the pole from my position. Looks like we got another COVID. Oh, a shot that goes wide. Ryan Leone into the game for the Mohawks. Jack Boris and Nicky Almeida returning for your Mohawks. 6.5 to go here in the half. Nice play by Mullen to get his back on that. Mohawks on their heels here. Shot is blocked. Mullen coming forward. Mohawks able to hold that one off. Can't advance. Cross runs astray. Mohawks really on their heels here. It's up just out of the reach of Curtin. So Westwood still pressing here. Can't get a shot off. Leone trying to get it out. Andrew Marr with a chance, but it comes right back. Leone turns that aside. Catalano will claim that. Up and out for a throw-in. Ben Padelka checking back into the game. Padelka just can't get to it. Ball is back. Catalano coming out. Slides. Can't get it. Danger here. With Mullen, Coots, and Alex Marr in the goal, turning that one aside. Dementopoulos is back in, along with Cameron Roberts. And my pen has decided that it has had enough. And right back to the player, so that's offside. That pen, I think can't revive that pen, Larry. Boris turning that aside. Mohawks love to hear a halftime whistle at some point, but we got 2 minutes to go. Mullen shouldering that out. Let's see if the Mohawks can get a little possession here. Vieira to Leone. Can't make a connection back, but Leone battling for it still. Poland sending it up. And back it comes. Chilawanga is dispossessed, and here comes the Mohawks. Almeida coming forward. Cuts it to the middle. It's a little too far away, but Andrew Marr will claim that. Tries to get it forward, goes out of bounds. Coots earns a throw in. Harassed by a hornet now. It's 2020. Ah. I've got about 30 seconds on my watch. Not sure how accurate it will be. Oh, now we have hands on the ball, so. So we've reached halftime here at Millis. So our score from halftime, Mohawks trailing Westwood 2-0. And welcome back to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk athletics. Second half action just underway here from Millis. Millis taking on the visiting Westwood Wolverines. Mohawks now going left to right on your media device. Quick shot and a save right off the bat here. An exciting first half that saw Westwood score a goal in each of the first and second quarters. "12 shots for the Wolverines versus 5 for the Mohawks. 4 saves for the Wolverines, 6 for the Mohawks. 10 COVID fouls against the visitors, 3 regular fouls, 5 COVIDs against Millis, and 3 regular fouls. 2 corner kicks for Mohawks and 3 for the Wolverines. So the stats slightly edging the Wolverines here. A problem in the back here. I have a whistle. Players went to the ground. Not sure what the call is. They're pointing to the penalty spot. 2 players were sliding. And the officials have decided to award a penalty kick. So a minute into the game. conversation over there. Another COVID. Got a regular foul here. Chested down by Coots, looking for Padelka. He gets it. Almeida, taken down from behind. That'll stop the attack. Padelka is going to get to that. And he's up and over, and it's off the post. And the Mohawks just can't get it to go in, denied by the woodwork. Padelka had beaten Hiller, but couldn't beat the woodwork. Corner kick in coming. Almeida gets this one across. Coots with the chest, and it's a goal! Almeida got the crossover. Anthony Coots knocks it in with his chest, so Mohawks with a little life. Mohawks finally able to get a crossover, and they cash in. So with about 5 minutes into this quarter, the Mohawks strike back to close it to 3-1. So a good answer to that whistle at the that caused a penalty kick. Let's see if that sparks things for the Mohawks. Mohawks trying to push forward, disrupted there. They have a whistle. So the ball was off Alex Marr's head. Draws a whistle. I'm sure everyone in our listening audience who has heard me before realizes that there's no advantage in soccer 2020. These are the rules that have been handed down, folks. Don't have to like it. Just have to abide by it. Sure, the Mohawks didn't like that penalty kick either, so. So that over for a goal kick. Off his head. Perhaps the complaints about the head being called ended up being so McMahon is just on the ball. Poked forward, but Catalano will claim. It's definitely in the back. Pulling forward to Almeida. Deflected out of bounds by Lombard. Player down behind the play. Westwood has plenty of coaches down there to send on the field. So Vamenta will come off. Hopefully he's okay. So we'll pick up where we left off with the ball there. Tyrone working with Boris. Tripped from behind, but is able to get the ball forward. Dwarka challenging and knocked out of play. So Mohawk corner. Mohawks had some success when they got the ball into the mixer. Try that again. Almeida gets by the defense there. Shot is blocked. Out for a goal kick. Started out as a sunny day, has been replaced by some cloudy skies, but still very unseasonably warm here. Coots to Derone. Back to Coots. Good pass looking for Connor Day, just out of reach. Man, Borst. Out of bounds. Forward to Dwarka. Hiller off his line. Forrest able to keep that going forward. Looking for Daron, finds him. Players going forward. Almeida. Wrestled down by Hiller. Andrew Hatch and Junior Vieira in for your Mohawks. Shot from Callahan is saved. Ball goes forward. So another stoppage. So Kyle Callahan being helped off. Hopefully he's okay. Ryan Leone checking in for the Mohawks. Michael Giovino steps onto the pitch for the visitors. Andrew Marr knocks it off of Demantopoulos. Probably a little over 5 minutes left here in the quarter. Quarter that saw Wolverines extend their lead to 3-0 from the mark. But the Mohawks answered back. Leone. Ball just won't stay in bounds. Looking for Daron. Alex Marr getting a foot in there, breaking up. Andrew Marr knocking that further out. Mullen with a nice run. Daron with the win. Andrew Marr. Mohawks with players there. Junior Vieira. Dwarka offside by that time the ball was delivered. Doubt it was 3 yards, but it was definitely offside. Catalano will claim that. So we're under 5 minutes, probably 3.5, 4-ish. Ball ends up over half. A shot from midfield. Catalano will try and throw it this time.
Yeah, good Cam. Man on, Drew. Man on.
Ryan Jurgelitz into the game.
Macy with 10.
Boris shouldered off the ball there. Coots to Daron. Officials are not ready with a whistle. Got a whistle now that Westwood is settled behind the ball with their 10. Counting down the final minute of the third quarter. Mohawks trailing by 3 here. Shot is saved, Catalano. So we've reached the end of the third quarter. Our score for Millis is Westwood 3, Millis 1. Enter the fourth quarter, Mohawks trailing 3-1. Did show some signs of life after the penalty kick call. Anthony Coots finding the net. 3-1 our score, 20 minutes to go. Let's see what the Mohawks have in store for this final frame. We are underway. A lot of congestion down there. So the sun has disappeared, but still at unseasonably warm 68 degrees. Coots absorbs the contact, holds the ball. Alex Marr tries to send it forward. Andrew Hatch gets a foot in there to Leone. Back to Hatch. They continue to fight for it. Borst sending it forward. Leone knocked back. Hiller elects not to pick it up. To the feet of Borst, surrounded by many. Off the back of Alex Marr. Hatch to Derone. Looking for Hatch. Leone in the area. Borst knocking it forward. Jurgolitz is in, has position. Hatch turns the corner. Cross looking for Borst. Claimed by Hiller, so some good pressure there from the Mohawks. Well, unable to keep it in. So our first whistle, so one of the three coaches on the sideline not agreeing with that call. I mean, it's hard. Could be one, could be the other. Andrew Marr coming forward. Coots in the area. Perhaps payback whistle there. Not sure how that whistle came from 50 yards away. Coots just taking that away from Day. Ends up slipping through two players there. And back comes the Wolverines. Hatch comes away with that to Vieira. Danny Pasquantonio, Ian McPolin, and Connor McMahon and check into the game for your Mohawks. 5 minutes into this fourth and final quarter. That will roll into the area for Hiller. So Mullen to the ground, but draws a whistle in that direction. Just a case in point what we're talking about with COVID. You just don't know which way it's going to go. Dangerous spot here. Shot saved by Catalano. Mugging of the goalie right there. Boy, great save. Mohawks see if they can come back the other way. Borst on it. Coots takes over to McMahon. Heavy touch.
Back it up, next whistle, back it up, back it up, back it up. Ben, get warmed up, Ben, get warmed up. Yeah, that's your ball. Now, Will, hang it down.
All right, Lombard's aggressively on the ball, is whistled. th COVID foul alone. 22nd in total against the Wolverines. Cutting back to the right foot for a shot. As Demontopoulos sails high and wide. Andrew Hatch, Ben Podelka, and Nicky Almeida into the game for the Mohawks. They're gonna have to hurry here. We're nearing that magical point, that midway point, 10 in, 10 to go. Now we have our fourth coach on the sideline for Westwood. Not sure what's happening down there. Demontopoulos again on the ball, broken up by Alex Mayer. Poland tries to get it out, can't, comes back. Mohawk still under duress here. Shot, no problem for Catalano that time. Catalano again claiming that. Almeida, free for a moment, tried to cut it back one more time, knocked out by Christopher Fusco. Almeida into the mixer, not far enough away from Hiller. Time becoming a factor. Candy knocked to the ground. One official pointing one way. I was going to say.
Through with two. Gio, pinch in a little bit, Gio.
Mar.
With three behind you.
Can't get it into the area. Hatch with a nice one-touch forward to Padelka.
No foul.
He is so a whistle. Let's see if that goes to the spot. It will not. So chance here for the Mohawks, see if they can cash in. The officials have marked off the 10. Padelka and McMahon over the ball. Padelka to McMahon. Opts to go towards the middle. Couldn't get it any closer. Hatch knocks it forward.
Up, Drew. Up, Drew. Take it. Yes, Drew.
Sent forward and offside, but played off of Alex Marr, so no offside. Intentionally played. Padelka gets by his defender, looking for McMahon. Knocked out by Fusco, so Mohawks with a little jolt of energy here. About 7 to go here. Mohawks really could use one. Almeida just couldn't hook up with Boris. Hatch keeps it in. Andrew Marr sends it forward. Well onside. Padelka. We have a whistle from distance. They're indicating a handball. I mean, with so much pushing and arms in the area, an eagle eye spots a handball on Padelka. Here come the Wolverines. Dementopoulos with an Academy Award. I'm not sure why there was even a whistle there. Simulation was definitely in the mix. Shot and save. Jack Catalano, kick save and a beauty. Keeping that out. Keeping the Mohawks within shouting distance. Padelka will try and come out with it. A lot of contact in front of the massive bench here. 4 coaches, 15 players. Ball sent long. Catalano keeps it in. Back come the Wolverines. So with about 3.5 to go, a dangerous spot for a free kick. This is direct. And the shot from Homiller up and over. Alex Marr being harassed. No whistle there forthcoming. But we'll have a whistle there. There's the COVID. 10th just this half, 20th of the game against the Wolverines. Poland knocking it forward. Almeida looking for McMahon. Hiller out off his line. About a minute on my watch. Well, we haven't been successful syncing up with the official watch. We'll see what we have here. Shot from about 80 yards out. Coots to McMahon. McMahon turning the corner, not able to get it, well defended. Got it to the end line, so we have a corner kick. Almeida into the mixer. Wolverines able to work it out. Referee on this near side with the official time is looking at his watch. Can't be much left. This is probably the last hurrah here. And that is indeed the last hurrah. So we've reached full time here from Millis. We thank you for watching Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics, where the Mohawks have battled with the Westwood Wolverines, but in this afternoon it was the Wolverines coming away with a 3-1 victory. Alongside Larry Kalam, Doug Coots, thank you and good evening.